first video blog. I've been doing a lot of thinking, not a lot of sharing. Usually when I had a thought, I would post it on Facebook. So maybe friends of friends could see, but I've kind of discovered that my thoughts are a little bigger than Facebook posts. And they're transient, they get people's attention for a little bit of time and then it's gone. I would like to reach people a little longer than that. I'd like to keep the dialogue going. And this is Michelangelo. He's my kitty. I like to smell my breath for some reason. Still haven't figured out why. No other cat has been so obsessed with my breath. This one. So, I think some of my opinions are going to be a little bit radical for either non-Christians or social Christians, and I'll talk more about that too. I've been a Christian for about a year and a half now. I should remember the exact moment. It was November 3rd of 2011, because I got my son back on the 4th. And then faced some hardships starting on the 7th. Yeah, so it's been a little over a year and a half now. If you hear some noise in the background, that's my rats. You'll probably meet them later. So in that time, I've kind of really thrown myself into a lot of study, a lot of understanding of what it means to be a Christian, what we're called to be and do, questioning everything, really. It's not easy doing it. It's a little too easy to be forgiven for my sins, which is why a lot of us have a hard time accepting. It's not an easy path, and in a lot of ways I agree with some speakers that I've heard where a lot of people get brought in on the rosy path, thinking, it's going to be all hugs and kittens because you've been forgiven in Christ, when really, he said, you're going to suffer for me, but I promise you it's worth it. So I've been doing a lot of first world suffering, more in here as opposed to out there. I feel bad about my suffering. I know all suffering's relative, but doesn't mean I don't feel bad for being like, oh, what was me? All this stuff. I'm gonna go turn on the air conditioning. Yeah, I must have it tough. Got a roof over my head, food. But I'm gonna try and not discount what I've gone through, because I have a feeling if you're watching this, you probably have access to the internet. So you're probably going to be a little bit closer to me than someone in, say, China, who's really going through a lot of life or death situations for Christ. Of course, as a Christian is supposed to be, I do want to proselytize. Okay, so to those who don't don't know the phrasing, I came in not knowing any of the wording, but basically means I want to tell you, those people who don't know Christ, I want to tell you about him. So this vlog it's meat to those who know Christ, but I think to those who don't, or think to claim they understand what Christianity is and have rejected it based on what they understand it to be, I'm hoping I can give those people a little insight, what I see. And I'm going to talk about other things too, but Christ is the center of my life, so it's going to be the center of a lot of the vlog stuff I do. I'm doing a lot of silly projects too. I got a couple projects coming up that I've filmed that should be pretty interesting. I think my sit down talk time with you is going to be a lot more meaty. Big things to come. I've created a list. I'm going to try and knock out each topic, and I definitely welcome questions, emails, comments, constructive criticism. I know there's going to be trolls out there. Well, So I have no problem with that. That's fine. I'd say bring it on, but that would probably bring every single person from Reddit over. I'm here to share, and for even if I get 100 troll comments, if I'm able to help one person, it'll be worth it. That's what matters.